become someone that's in it, day in and day out, worthy of a wife,
Melissa, you've threatened divorce almost every day.
I want a divorce.
Are you serious?
Of course I'm serious, Paul. I want a divorce.
What did you say?
I want a divorce, Megan.
I want a divorce.
You want a divorce?
I have wings, Charlie. I want to fly.
I will divorce you so fast it'll make your head spin.
Got a lawyer, we're getting a divorce.
I'm divorcing you, George.
Ted, I'm leaving you.
I think I want a divorce.
What?
I'm leaving. And I want a divorce.
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 I want a divorce!
Oui, je demande le divorce.
I want a divorce.
You want a divorce?
I need a divorce. A divorce.
Divorce.
I want a divorce.
You and I ever split up? Let me tell you something. We get a divorce, 50-50. You take whatever 50% you want. I'll take what's left. No arguing, no negativity.
What, are you fucking kidding me? You think we're gonna have a nice divorce if we ever get divorced? No fucking way. I'm taking you for everything you have, mister. I'm taking your balls and I'm thumbtacking them to the wall. You're gonna get nothing out of it. You mentioned the D word once in your fucking life. You'll rue the day you ever met me.
I have no pity for you. All you want is to be filled up. And whether it's by a man or by tons of disgusting slop makes no difference. Because it's all just a pathetic attempt at filling out your own resounding emptiness and hiding your ridiculous, egocentric self-loathing.
Yeah, man, Professor Pougaret here reporting for duty, helping you to properly assess and classify these thrusties so you can remain in the right gaps and refrain from falling into some tight traps. If you with it, tap the like button for more tips on how to navigate the gap. Subscribe to the channel, but be sure to let that bell notification know that you want all the gap has to offer. In this video, we're going to be testing the old saying that goes, a man can learn only a little about his own wife if he would study his own and 100 other marriages, but all men can learn all they need to know about all women if they would but observe just one divorce. Truth be told, I just made that up, so if it sticks, then you heard it here first on Man Chronicles. But the truth is also that the drama surrounding the Steven Crowder divorce is rich with lessons for all men, Gap men and simps alike. One of the biggest lessons to be learned from the Crowder divorce comes in the form of the leaked home surveillance video. The question is, who could have leaked this private Crowder home surveillance footage in the first place? Was it Steven Crowder himself in a desperate attempt to give every known and unknown enemy of his ammo to use against him in the court of public opinion? Or could it have been the woman that took a vow before God and family to love him in sickness and in health, for better or worse, the woman he put above all others in his life? Gap man, here's where the many lessons of the gap begin. Once a woman disavows you, relieving herself of any duty to you is not enough to satiate her appetite for destruction. I repeat, once a woman disavows you, relieving herself of any duty to you is not enough to satiate her appetite for destruction. A woman's need to be right is what instinctively drives them to create justifications for behaviors and decisions they know to be harmful to others, all because it benefits whatever feeling they want fulfilled in that moment. More than half of what Steven Crowder has built for himself is not enough. Not being able to have 100% of authority and domain over his children is not enough. Never having to go down on, open up to, lay beside, seek to please, or answer to that man ever again in life is not and never will be enough for a woman bent on thrustiness. You see, the destruction and assassination of a man's character and public image is the standard modality of a bitter and toxic ex-baby mama. But worst of all, wife soon to be ex-wife. And that's all because, like we always say here at Man Chronicles, Chronicles, hell hath no fury like a woman backed by the courts. Regrettably for Steven Crowder, but fortunately for the sake of this lesson for all men, Hillary Crowder in this clip will expertly demonstrate how ruthlessly calculated a woman can be when she decides that what she can receive from the courts is more valuable than what she receives by keeping her vows.
Steven, no, we are at an impasse, okay? I love you, but Steven, your niece is sick. Your niece is sick. Your niece is sick.
Now Gap Man has questions. Who talks like that naturally? Does that sound like what a woman in a truly abusive marriage would say to her abuser during an abuse session? Or does it sound like a woman who was perhaps coached by a lawyer maybe? Does it sound like a woman who knows she needs to say things, say the certain words that will help her weave the narrative needed to maximize her leverage in the divorce proceedings she had long ago secretly decided on? She has probably been concocting and calculating for months, more than likely years, all while playing the part of a loving and committed wife. Gap Man, pay attention to what all gaps are telling you, whether you're in a marriage, long-term relationship, or even casually dating. Understand and accept that there is a huge window of time in between when a woman makes her final decision to leave you and when a woman openly displays or informs you of that decision. In that window, in that time, as expertly demonstrated here by Hillary Crowder, all women are using you, time, and all resources available to them to craft a plan that executes two main objectives. The first is how to exit the relationship and relieve themselves of any duty or obligation to you. They do this while also covertly plundering you and whatever value both you and the situation offer her. All women feel entitled to do this because their justification for all of it is that you, the man, are at fault. Whatever scandalous or thrusty behavior she engaged in, she would never have if you hadn't been wrong and forced her to do whatever hoeing she did. So naturally, you are ultimately responsible for whatever negative consequences should come your way as a result of her decision to leave. The second goal or objective is a tangible defensive and offensive force against you and whatever defensive or retaliatory measures could be available to you. This could come in the form of the unactualized Gap Man or Gap Men that she's been given the buns to for most of the marriage. It could be family members in positions of power, or it could be brothers or simps who enjoy going to prison, but their big guns will always be the legal system, the cops, the courts, the states. You see, Gap Man, the thrustification of women in the West is state-sponsored. I repeat, the thrustification of women in the West is state-sponsored. So as a man, you must fully understand and accept that the law makes marriage in today's world a slightly lesser but all the more painful form of self-deletion for men. You can tap into this video up here to see a married woman openly advocate for basically being single within her marriage in front of her husband. This is the situation for many men, but that could never be me because I am Gap Man, Tyree Pukere, and this is Gap Man Chronicles, reminding you to stay within the gap.
I'm the hand of Mona Lisa's skirt. I'm a surprise. They don't see me coming. That's what you're missing.